Hey, what's up? My name is Stanley. I'm the Vice President of RU Breaks, the B-Boy Club here at Rutgers.
I'm Gordon. I'm the co-president of RU Breaks. My B-Boy name is Garden State Gordon. I'm the only returning officer this year. I basically revitalized the whole club, from doing nothing to holding this jam again after 3 years.
Yeah, Kevin, aka Kzu, and I'm currently the treasurer right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm Cyrus. I'm co-president of RU Breaks. I'm from 2K Tactics crew, based in Clifton, Washington Heights, Patterson, Philly. Come from all over.
My name is Steve, aka Hungry Steve. I'm one of the few people who started RU Breaks. I've been here for about 6 years now. Holy shit. So, as we all know, our first one and our last one was 3 years ago, and that was sort of like a collaboration because our club was pretty small at the time, so it was pretty much banding everyone together who was not only with our club, but like everyone that we knew, not like in Jersey and New York, and kind of come together to try and throw a jam, and it turned into One Way to Survive. Initially, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into because it was our first jam, but we put in a buttload of work and it turned out to be really, really good. Everyone had a really good time, and even the competition that we had was really creative also. You don't really see those kinds of competitions nowadays. It's traditionally like 1v1, 2v2s, or like Bonnie and Clydes, but to have a competition that's specifically set out in ciphers and in competitions, it's like really different.
I definitely felt bad for the new guys coming in, not doing anything with the club. I definitely wanted to bring back our jam, which was really hype, just trying to set that bar again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know we had a board. I didn't know there was a president, co-president. I was just getting down every day freshman year.
Before this year, I thought we were just like a practice spot.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was never really organized until this year after the first jam.
I mean, I was happy about it.
Yeah, Rutgers was more just like a practice spot for a lot of people to get together. But then after last year, we were all just we might as well do something. We have money and it's just going to waste.
Since none of us really knew what to do, we just were scrambling for information, asking the old president constantly. I had to go online, find out all my shit, tell these guys, and I don't know, just run with that.
Yeah, it was a huge adventure. I mean, it was a huge learning experience. I mean, we went all around the campuses, figuring out who to talk to. I mean, we talked to our advisor. Yeah, our club advisor. We talked to administrative advisor. There's a whole bunch of advisors that you have to go through when you're in college.
So many.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We went to meetings that we weren't even supposed to go.
Yeah.
Because none of us were really experiencing this at all from the start.
I'd honestly have to admit, our beginning of the year, our meetings were not productive.
Yeah, because we didn't really know what to talk about.
Yeah.
Because if you don't really have anything to work with, you don't really have anything to talk about.
We were actually supposed to have another jam, One Way to Survive 2, the year after. But I just recently discovered that was scrapped because of a bunch of issues with the school. So I mean, we really want to keep this legacy going, and we will.
Yeah, because when you're throwing a jam in a college, there's always a lot of red tape that you have to go through. So getting the venues, administration, and even paying everyone, judges, equipment, your DJs. There's everyone has to go through a contract, and even though you do have a contract, it may not necessarily work out. Some people may still be not get their pay even after the event. So it's always something to look out for before and after the jam, because you have to establish you always have to establish the contracts first before the jam, or else the school will pretty much just say we can't have them as judges.
Big shout out to DP1 right now. I mean, we're having some difficulties with his check via the school. Thank you for your patience. We really appreciate it, man. Great job.
We'll get it.
Well, originally we were planning on going out for Breaks U, and then we were just planning on entering that and then throwing our own jam. But then Breaks U ended up being canceled at like the last minute, so we're like, all right, so why don't we try and work with NYU to throw it here at Rutgers, since we have the money for it, you know, we might be able to do it. But then things didn't work out because we weren't able to figure out how to co-host with NYU.
Yeah, they couldn't bring their funds over with us because it had to be like an event there.
There were a lot of
different
issues.
So we really couldn't combine forces there.
Yeah, so then we were like, all right, so because we can't do that, we might as well just throw one, you know, because I mean, we can't participate, so we might as well just host one.
I think it's really important to have these collegiate events because I mean, it's the next generation that's up. I mean, usually when you see like these top heads, they're in the, like early 20s, late 20s. Like when you're in college, you're like 18, 19, 20, 21. You know, these are the guys that are getting hungry. These are the guys that are really going to go out there, like hit you with something new. So I mean, it's really cool to see what people have to offer at that level.
It's also a great way to bring schools together because normally, you know, we wouldn't really have contact with the other b-boys from different schools. So by having this, it kind of just brought everyone together.
It's also supposed to help show that a lot of b-boys they aren't just doing strictly like dancing. A lot of b-boys like they have different careers also. So like you have a lot of b-boys who, you know, doctors, pharmacists, or engineers, something like that. So it really shows that like b-boys aren't limited to just dancing, but they have other different options too.
We woke up at like 10 a.m. We didn't get to school till like 11. So we technically started setting up around like 11:30ish. And then from there, it was just doing all the flooring, going back and forth, bringing all the wood in. And then from there, we set up until pretty much when the jam started.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, push!
Seriously,
Okay, complete!
look at this. Fucking 4 hours of slave work. Using black people. Come on now.
Because, see, we put the time into this. Through generations of diabolical slavery. We put in the time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears, and Christmas presents to make this shit happen.
Good thing we had a lot of extra people. Shout outs to all of you who came out to help us because honestly, that
Thank you.
Thank you for helping out.
a lot of help.
Oh my god. Like I think the flooring is really just what goes to show that we don't really try to mess around when it comes to throwing these kind of things. We know that flooring's an always really big issue, so we make it a point to get the best possible floor that we can.
When the lights came on, oh my god, that was the greatest feeling ever because we just had that one spotlight. And the thing I'm pretty sure everyone agrees was the lighting was dope that night.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the one memory for me. Was the lighting.
We weren't even expecting the spotlight to be like the way it was because we didn't test out any of the lighting beforehand. Like when we went to rent the venue, it was just like, oh, do you guys want spotlights? So we're like, sure.
It was extra $300 and we didn't really want to blow it, but I mean, Gordon was like, let's go.
It's definitely worth it, yeah.
And honestly, it set the mood for the jam. Alright, first and foremost, we have a huge shout out to my crew member, Owen Ilrock. Thanks, man, you're fucking up everything, like, connections, great, man, thank you.
It's a huge shout out to the old officers that were there for the first jam, like Steve Kung, Richie Ray, Mike Zane, Andrew for giving me all the information I needed to tell these guys and just, yeah.
shout outs to everyone that came through, of course. You know, I mean, Jersey's coming up. You know, shout outs to all the Jersey B-Boys.
Yeah, for holding it down, man.
That's what's up.
Ciphers were dope.
Ciphers were dope. Shout outs to all the Tri-State.
Yeah, shout outs to RU Breaks and everyone that helped us and all of its members, because without you guys, we probably would still be that small little group that just got started and doing nothing.